This is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth, and when the truth is right in front of you, will you recognize it? We've got the tide going out now for, well, until about, let me show you the numbers on that. The Tides Near Me app is a very effective app that I use for this purpose. This is Cherry Grove. We call it inside here for that. You can see the data. You can compare it to other posts that I've made. In the summer, from this vantage point, the sun appears from way over there. Today, it approached from the vantage point directly in front of us here. Undisturbed water is flat and level. That's how a level works. It's all scalable. If you don't think the 2-foot Craftsman Carpenter level is adequate, let's just utilize all the water in the world that covers the face of the earth, seeks its level. Undisturbed water is flat and level. Do you know what a gallon of water weighs? Well, that depends. That depends on its temperature, because the temperature changes the density and volume. Ice floats because it displaces more than the liquid. There's a change of state. We've got buoyancy. I'm going to show you the large seashell floating in a little bit. There's my feather right there. That'll be in there as well. There we go. Right on cue. Perfect. I got that from the Barnacle, is the beach store owned by the Bolanos. I want to help you get a handle on the truth. Let's see if I can focus in on that. The water is affecting my focus right there. There's a truth sticker on there. If you hashtag YouTube Truth, you'll find my content. Also, I am a champion of the faith, just to let you know. I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. Makes me a dangerous man for the deception that is so powerfully being disseminated through this world. Job 37 says that the sun is in the midst of the clouds, very close, definitely not 93 million miles away with 1.5 million Earth sizes. I know the numbers. I can regurgitate the standard NASA deception. They don't always lie, just mostly. Just so you know. So when the truth is right in front of you, what will you do with it? That's water seeking its level, covers the face of the earth, and does not conform to a ball. That's the reality of that. No matter how hard and bad you want to believe the science fiction, I'm here to tell you it's a distraction, it's a lie. They're lying, I ain't buying. So, does it really make sense that there would be upside down wind chimes in relationship to other wind chimes like in Australia down under? No, that just doesn't make any sense. It's not reality. The little bit of moisture in there is condensation from my lungs. We have respiration, perspiration, transpiration from plants, evaporation from the ocean, condensation, and then ultimately precipitation in all its forms, a variety of them. What I want to show you right now, I'm going to pan on over real quick while it's happening right over there. We've got the sun hitting the buildings, and the sun just showed up right on schedule right here. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. I'm going to take you right up close and personal. There's about a mile-an-hour wind right now. I'm exposing the global lie. The globe is absolutely a lie. Water does not stick to a stationary or spinning ball. It's just the way it actually is. People are basing their eternity on in many cases on a lie, like a godless cosmic Big Bang. That's a lie. Atheism is only temporary, folks. Just so you know. That's the truth of that. That's why I do this. The water exposes it. Let's zoom in on the Prince Resort right there. We can see a little bit of wind. The symmetry is absolutely perfect. When the water is undisturbed, it's flat and level. And if I don't get my globe, it's going to go out to sea. Was able to do it that time without it going over my boots, but this gives me an excellent opportunity to show you the Myrtle Beach skyline, 8 inches per mile squared, the spherical trigonometry to expose the global lie. No visible curvature on the horizon. So my friend Leonard gave me a calendar. I see him out here quite a bit. He takes excellent photography. Known him for years out here. Comes my friend Linda. SOS, Society of Shaggers, is happening this week in North Myrtle Beach, home of the shag. It's a dance that was largely originated here. Here's somebody throwing looks like a tennis ball for their puppy. Yeah, the water's not going to stick to that either, or the globe. It's just the reality of it. Reality exposes the global lie. With 20 million guests here, we've got a lot of water towers around, a lot of water usage, reclamation. Basically, water exposes the global lie. We've got a chopper up here. Should appear on the other side of the building in a moment. Hopefully, there he is. Ooh, that looks like a private chopper. We had roughly 20 million guests here this year. Now it's real easy to see how the geometry of the reflection shooting off of the building right there on those lights on the glass. So you can learn the reality of the world that we live in, not only with YouTube videos, just getting out and enjoying it. Now the sun is hitting that building. Gorgeous. The sand is slightly tipped, therefore the reflection of the building from this vantage point is tipped slightly. No worries, that's just reality. That's how it actually works. Higher is drier, lower is wetter. All over the face of the earth. Now the wind is in the neighborhood of 3 to 7, and I'm going to go ahead and park my globe under the chair here. It's a bit of a resource for me. I have to think through my photography and videography every morning that I come out to do this, to try and plan the strategy, how I'm going to show you what I want to show you. The shadows are longer in the morning because of the light source. The sun, moon, and stars move above the stationary earth. It's just the reality of it. It's the way it actually is. We've got buoyancy and differences in density and mass that cause heavier objects to fall and lighter objects to float. This is a rock or some type of sand composite with minerals and all that. Here we've got the seashell, which will displace plenty of enough water to float. Then the aerodynamics moving the shell. A small puddle of water like this will get still pretty quickly in comparison to a large body of water like the ocean. Seashell floats when it's empty, sinks when it's full of water. It's just the way it works. It's not possible to have wind chimes hanging upside down in relationship to other wind chimes. What we've got right now is the hydrostatic pressure, the salt water coming through the sand down below. Earlier, some waves came in above and did that, filled it up, but it'll stay full until it goes out, and then it'll just drain right back out. True science confirms